First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Second, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS Adu Well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth, where Yahweh Bashem Shah has placed you at. Shalom to you, Akim out there risking your life and your freedom to preach this word, this gospel, and this good news via highways and byways or via the internet. Shalom to you. Shalom to you, confusion of face Israelites. You Israelites that look like the members of other nations, but your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And if your spirit can receive it, you're an Israelite. So shalom to you. Shalom to you, sincere Agua, that's out there. And shalom to you, for children, okay, that come across the lessons, and receive edification. All right? Today's lesson is just going to be really quick, and it's just about two precepts that I was sitting here meditating a lot about. I've been really reading them a lot here, with these coming days, because I just find it how fantastic it is that both of them are kind of saying the same thing, but it was already predestined to happen from the beginning, So Yahweh Bashim Shah, man, is deep, The Most High, who the world English calls God, his name is Yahweh, who the world English calls God, and the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah, okay, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, all right? In these times to come, you're going to want to call upon the names of Yahweh, Bahashem, which means in the name, Yahweh Shah, all right? And, if you don't have Yahweh Bashem Shah with you, man, you done, okay? But today's lesson is just going to be based about the great transition of power, all right? Aparat Dazat, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, okay? I'm going to start off with Genesis chapter 25. You know what? I'm going to start off with Genesis chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, okay? For anyone that don't know, Esau is the elder brother of Jacob, okay? Jacob is the father of the Israelites, because Jacob's name was changed to Israel, all right? And after that came out his brother, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, all right? And that's really the main point, His hand took hold of Esau's heel. When you take a hand on somebody, when your hand is on somebody's heel, you're dragging them down, you're bringing them down, all right? So that was subliminal. I'm talking about Yahweh Shah, okay? Because Yahweh Shah is going to bring down Esau's power structure. He's going to bring this man's power structure down to nothing, all right? And we're coming close and close to that day, all right? And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 70 years old when she bare him. Isaac was 66, all right? And if you notice, there was a difference. They described how Esau looked compared to Jacob, because Jacob looked like everyone else. That's why I said the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, because he looked different from everybody else. But Jacob looked just completely normal. He looked like everybody else that was around. But Esau, he stood out. He looked completely different, all right? And so-called white man, which are you Edomites, you're going to be brought down, all right? Because you have ran your course, you had the fatness of the earth, and you have corrupted the earth. You have brought the earth down. You basically bring the earth down to a low. If scientifically, if you want to follow them, science heads out there, if this man stays in power for 50 years, all right, for 50 more years, this world won't be, humanity will be a very, very, it'll be at a point of extinction. Because you can see what it is this devil is doing with the foods, the air, the weather, the households, the different nations. All of his dirt is being revealed, all right? And this gospel is being preached around the four corners of the earth, so now the end is going to come. And who's going to bring the end? All right? Yahweh Shah, all right? Yahweh Shah is coming to destroy this man's power structure. And Yahweh Shah came from one of the tribes of Israel, Judah, all right, which was one of the 12 sons of Jacob, all right. this is I'm end it off with this one. Like I said, it was just a very quick lesson, but I'm just just stating how powerful these two precepts really are. This is Second Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. Okay, let me get that. You know what? Salakia. I'm going to start at verse 8, and then I'm going to read verse 9 again. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, Salakia, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. Okay? So from the beginning of time, this is already predestinated for the Israelites to bring down the Edomites' power structure. All right? It was already predestinated from the beginning of the time that the Israelites will rule. And we're coming upon that time. All right? You see Jake all over the world, and it's a beautiful thing. And only a spiritual entity could do something like that. All right? And that's why Yahweh Shem Shah is worthy to be exalted. Because he's working up his people from all around the world. You know, you might have certain individuals that's going to wake up to the truth look like Bruce Lee. You might have some that's going to wake up to the truth looking like Richard Roundtree. You know, you might have some that's going to wake up to this truth looking like Bridget Nelson. All right? Etc., etc. Okay? You never know. But Yahweh Shem Shah is deep. And you just can't go by someone's skin color and just deem them, oh, you're not an Israelite. Okay? That's not the case. That's why I always mention the confusion that face Israelites as well. Israelites that may look like the members of a nation, but your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, as you see right here in verse 8. From Abraham unto Isaac, and when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. Okay? Because the promise was given unto Abraham, passed down to Isaac, and foretold to Jacob. Okay? So the Israelites are going to rule. Did not Yahweh Shem Shah told Abraham, I'll make your descendants as numerous as the stars? All right? And that promise has to be fulfilled, and it is going to be fulfilled. Because Yahweh Shem Shah is not a man that he should lie. So if he say he's going to do something, he's going to do it. You know? I'm going to end it with this. And this is a prime example of what it is Yahweh Shem Shah is going to do. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth. Okay? So when Esau goes down, that's the end of this power structure, as you may say. Not the world is just going to blow up. No, that's the end of his reign. All right, his power structure. Okay, and then after he goes down, the Israelites, us, we're going to be in control for eternity. We're not going to have no certain amount of time for us to be in power. All right. So Aparat Zot, like I said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. It was just on my mind, just thinking about how powerful that is and what we're about to bestow on. Not something that's temporary, not something that's just for, a couple of... Nah, we about to bestow on a permanent blessing. You have to be a complete, total fucking fool, Salakian for my word choice, to not want something that's permanent. You want to settle for something that's temporary and the blessings of this, this world and this rulership. The hell with that, man. This world is about to fade away. This world is about to pass. All right? That's not enough. No matter what it is that he does, prophecy's still going to be fulfilled. All right? No matter what this man does, prophecy is still going to be fulfilled. So call halal Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Shah. Call halal stands for all praise. Okay? To Yahweh Bashim Shah. Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS that do rule well. Peace, love, hope, and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth where Yahweh Bashim Shah has placed you at. Alright? Just know a great transition of power is coming. As you can see, it's happening right now. Alright? E is losing his grips. Jake is up. Jake is definitely up, man. Shalom.